Hello guys, what's up? Welcome to the new tutorial from the SketchUpArchStudio. In this case, I'm going to show you how we can use SketchUp for beginners. Let's get to work. For creating 3D models in SketchUp, you need to know all the important essentials about the drawing. So in this case, I'm going to show you how we can use the line, rectangle, arc, or other type of elements for modeling in SketchUp. So I'm going to start my job with the navigation and camera. If I hold a scroll on my cursor and move my cursor, I can orbit in my environment. And if I hold shift and scroll, I can pan in my environment. If I want to move the scroll to the downside or upside, it means I will zoom in or zoom out in my target. So as you can see, it's very simple and easy, and it's really useful. So you can do all of your orbits and rotations very simple only with your cursor and your keyboard. So for the drawing line, you need to select the line option from the left side and draw your first line in SketchUp. And if you want to exit from this action, you only need to press Escape on your keyboard. As a matter of fact, either you can press space on your keyboard for doing this job. So I'm going to click on the line option and draw some multi-lines, something like that, for example, and close my lines. As you can see, now we have some face in here. For other type of drawing methods, we have the rectangle box in here, so I can click on it and draw my own rectangle, very simple like that. You have another way for drawing the rectangle. It's called rotated rectangle. When I click on it, I can draw my first line on the green axis and my second line on the red axis. And now I have another rectangle in here. Another element is the circle. You can click on the circle. First of all, at the right side bottom, you have the sides number. For example, it's on the 24, and if I increase it to the, for example, 30 and press enter, now I can draw some circle with 30 segments about the edges. So I will click on it, and this is the circle that we have in here. Another parameter is the polygons. So when I click on it, I can draw some simple polygon like that. If you want to increase the side numbers of the polygon, you can see the 6 number on the sides bar, and if I increase it to the 12 and press enter, now I can draw some polygon with the 12 guns or segments. In this part, as you can see, we have arc, 2-point arc, 3-point arc, and pie. But the useful and most useful option is the 2-point arc. When I click on the 2-point arc, I can draw these type of things very simple and easy anywhere I want. So it's really works simple, as you can see, and we create these arcs in here. If I want to extrude some of these faces and create some type of 3D volumes, I can click on the push or pull option, select my face, left click, LMB, and move my cursor anywhere I want. For example, if I want to height it about 1 meter, I must type 1 and press enter. Now we have some volume with the 1 meter height, and it's really good. Next item related to the extrude and rotation. But before I talk about rotation, I want to talk about follow me option. So I'm going to draw some line, something like this, and I want to create some type of circle, for example, in here. Change my camera view, some circle like that. And I want to move this circle around this line, but I don't know how. I'm going to select all these 3 lines, my passes, zoom on my face, click on the follow me option, and select my face. Now we have follow me tool in here, very simple and easy. Another useful item related to the moving, taking copies, rotation, and other things like that. So before I do this job, I want to show you how we can select our targets in SketchUp. If I hold my left click and create some type of box from the right side to the left side, I can select all of the objects that I created in this tutorial. And if I want to delete all of them, I can click on the delete on my keyboard and everything will be deleted for me. And if I want to delete these characters, I can select it and click on the delete option. So in the window bar, I can click on the model info, statics, purge unused and fix problems, and press OK. So if you want to change the unit setup in SketchUp, you can click on the window, model info, units, and change your units from the meter to the centimeter. All of these options completely depends on you and what you want in your 3D modeling and your architectural projects. So I will start my job another time with the rectangle. So I'm going to click on the rectangle and I want to draw some rectangle with some dimension about 45 centimeter to 45 centimeters. So how I can do this work? Look at this right box in the bottom. When I type 45 and press comma on my keyboard, I can type another 45 and press enter. And now we have some rectangle with the same dimensions, and the green axis with the red axis are completely equal. So I want to increase the height of these face in here, so I will click on the push or pull option and move it something like that, about 66 centimeter, for example. So now I can select it, right click on it, click on the make group, and now we have some simple group in SketchUp. If I want to move this object, I don't know how, but you can use the move option at the left side on your large toolbox. I'm going to click on the move option, pick up this endpoint and move it to the origin point. And if I want to take some multiple copies, I can press Ctrl on my keyboard and you can see some plus icon will be appear for you on your cursor. So I will do this another time. You select your object, click on the move option, press Ctrl and take some copies like that. For example, you want to take a copy in 88 centimeter of these target and you want to increase these numbers. For example, I need 6 copies, so I must type 5x and press enter on my keyboard. Now we have 6 copies of these targets. Very simple and easy. I'm going to select all of these boxes in here, click on the move option, press Ctrl, and another time take a copy on the red axis in the 88 centimeter for the 6 times. So we do this job very simple and quick, only within a few steps. And if I select all of these things in here and click on the rotate option and pick up one of these points in here, press Ctrl on my keyboard, left click, another left click, and now I have multiple copies, for example in 20 degree, and press enter. If I want to repeat these copies, I can type, for example, 6x and press enter. And we will have this type of model in here, and it's really simple and easy. If you want to undo your action, you can press Ctrl Z on your keyboard and everything will be resetted for you. So after all of these jobs, I can select all of these things in here, click on the move option, press Ctrl and take another copy, for example 4 times, and the result is something like that. I like to delete all of these things in here, and I want to talk about another options in SketchUp for beginners. So I will click on the circle in here and draw some circle with some radius about 18 centimeter. So I will click on the align option and find the center point of the circle, left click and move my line on the blue axis about 500 centimeter, and the final result is something like that. So I can add some more lines for my pass, for example 200 centimeter, use the 2-point arc, and I want to fillet my edges, but I don't know how. Very simple. Select one of these points like that and another point like this. When your indicator converts to the pink color, you can double click on your cursor and it will fillet for you. Very simple and easy. Now I can select these lines here, click on the follow me, and create this type of shape for myself. As you can see, all these works is very simple and easy and only needs some more training. So for this part of the tutorial, I want to press Ctrl Z on my keyboard, click on the push or pull, extrude my own and main target. But before I do this job, I want to delete it because the size of it is a little bit big for this type of modeling. So I'm going to increase it about 400 centimeter. Click on it, convert it to the group, and I want to use the align option from the center point, something like that, about 66 centimeter, for example. Or maybe it's a little bit low value, I can increase it to the 106 centimeter. So I will click on it in here, and I want to generate some type of shape for myself, like the shelter or bus station, something like that. So I will click on the rotate option, press Ctrl, and take some multiple copies like that. And you can see we create these type of lines and shapes for ourselves. So it's only about the taking some copies and array setting, and I will delete it for you. Finally, if we want to create some other type of shapes for the beginners, for example, some type of simple house, we can click on the rectangle, draw some rectangle with some dimension about 100 to 200. Click on the extrude option, use the extrude and add some number about 150. Click on these line, and now you can move or take copy of these lines. So I'm going to press Ctrl and take another copy and move it on the blue axis, something about 50 centimeter. Select all of them and convert it to the group and move it to the main part of my job. And now you can take many type of copies, for example 200, and another copy like that in the 400, and repeat these copies to reach to your best result, something like that. I will do this job as I can. As you can see, in the 2000 meter or 1000 meter or 800 meter. It completely depends on you. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Thanks for watching, thanks for your support. Please subscribe our YouTube channel, and goodbye.